Hey family, it says I'm live. I'm so happy. You guys, I really let the day get away from me, so I apologize. Hey Chloe, thank you for joining. I am Darissa. I am the CEO and founder of God's Chosen Vessels, and I'm also the creator of the Embrace Formula. Mom's doing well. Thank you for asking. There she is, my lovely co-host. She's awake. We've been spending time together. You know, family's been kind of just talking and hanging out today. They're really special. We don't really do the barbecuing thing anymore. I think the older we get, it's like, we can do that any day. We take it back. I'm doing great. And how are you, my dear? Yeah, we're doing fine. Hey, Jay, thank you for coming in. I see you. So, yeah, let the day get away from me, and I apologize. And I'm not going to stay long because I do have family, but you guys are my family. And I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh, my goodness. To God be the glory. I'm glad. Hey, Miss Peach, 31537. I like that. That is too cute. Is that your birthday? Because I'm a March baby too. If it is, I'm 5 days after you, if that's your birthday. I love it. I love it. So welcome to everybody, my replay viewers. If this is your first time with the word of the day, hi. So if this is your first time with the word of the day, let me explain what we do here, okay? I do the word of the day every day. I've committed to 365 days, and this is 183. Yay! We're making it. We're making it. And so, what we do is this is an exercise on perception, okay? And when I say that, I explain that it has nothing to do with or taking the place of your prayer time or your devotion, okay? What we want to do is we want to practice getting into the habit of seeing our life the way God sees our life. Nothing takes him by surprise. So when things just ups and happens, it's okay. It's okay, because all things are going to work together for our good because we love him. Hey, Jay Carls, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Thank you guys for following me. If you're not already following me, go ahead and press those dots. And do me one more favor. Can you just invite your followers, please? I appreciate it. So what we do is we grab a word from this glass, okay? And when we grab the word from the glass, I share with you my feelings about the word. And I try to make it as positive as possible. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Live for Angelic, thank you for joining. And I hope and pray every day that it's a word that has a positive meaning, but sometimes it doesn't. It's not that kind of word. I'm so glad you joined us. Thank you. And so when I choose the word, I share with you my feelings, and then I want to have a conversation with you. I want you to share with me, what are your first thoughts? Because when we practice this exercise, it's something that we want to apply to our life every single day, because things happen. Things happen, and it's not always pleasant. You understand what I'm saying? And so we never want to get caught up in what's going on around us to the point where we lose sight of who's in control, and that our God loves us, and that everything's beautifully orchestrated, even if it takes us by surprise, even if it's things that are uncomfortable and unfamiliar. We want to know that it's going to work out. We want to believe that. We want to live that. And we want to be living, walking examples of that belief and of that truth. Okay? So I'm going to choose a word without any further ado. I'm going to share with you my thoughts on the word, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. And this is my lovely co-host, for those of you who don't know my mom. This is Sister Joe McAllister, Sister Mac, Mama Joe. And she looks like she's falling asleep. But oh well. So, our word for the day, include. Interesting word. Interesting word. Because how often, Chloe said, blessings to you, Mama. To God be the glory. Thank you. Thank you so much. Include. It's wonderful to be included. It's a terrible thing to be excluded. I know there was a period in my life when I was a kid, because I was that girl that was always teased. And to feel excluded is not a good thing. It's a wonderful feeling to be included. My first thought with this word, other than childhood memories, my first thought is, we got a lot of going on, this weekend. A lot of people do. Some people are barbecuing, some people are driving out of town. But in all of your comings and goings and doings, are you including Jesus in everything you do? How about that thought? Are you including him? Are you taking the time to make sure he's a part of everything you do? He wants to be invited to the barbecue. I'm just saying. Do you check your religion at the door? when you're doing certain things? That's food for thought. That's food for thought. Do you acknowledge him in all of your ways? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. And so yeah, so realistically speaking, let's talk. Let's be honest. Today's Sunday, and I didn't say what I usually say. Happy Sunday, S-O-N day. I love Sundays. So I just want to know. Oh, to God be the glory. Thank you. So what I want to know is, do you include him in everything you do? I know we talk a lot about when you wake up in the morning, giving him praise and let him be your first thought, your first beautiful thought, because he opened those beautiful peepers of yours every single day. But as you go about your day, is he included? Is he invited, in the car when you drive? Do you open the door for him and let him come in? You know what I'm saying? When you eat, do you take the time to include him in your meal? Do you think about, Lord, thank you for this food? Not only thank you, but come sit with me. Let's chat. When you're trying to make out those bills, do you ask him to help you and to be involved in the process of figuring out how to pay the bills and what should be paid on this day and how to move this to that? Because sometimes we go through those times when we got to kind of juggle a couple of things. Do you include him in your thoughts? Not only praise and worship, which is a big part of it, but do you include him in everything? Do you allow him to be all up in your mix, in your marriage, in your relationships, at your job? Do you take the time to include? Because he wants to be included in everything you do, in everything you do. And so my challenge is to ask ourselves the question: do I include God in everything I do, or do I put him on and off on days like today, Sunday? Is he a big part of how I think? Is he a big part of how I live? Is he a big part of the decisions I make? Thank you for coming back. Hey, Dee, is that Joyce Jones? Hey, Joyce, how you doing? I'm so happy to see you. And so I don't know if you've ever sat in on my word of the day. So this is the word of the day. Today we chose the word include. And so what I was saying is, my question, and it's in the form of the question, because my first thought was, as a child, I was excluded sometimes. So it's a wonderful thing to be included. So with that in mind, do we include God in everything we do? Do you have him all up in your mix? All up in your mix, your thought process. Thank you for inviting your followers. I appreciate you. And thank you for joining. I appreciate you. All my replay viewers, thank you for coming in. Because I know it's busy, and you got the notification, and you came right on in to see about your girl. There's 100 zillion trillion things you could be doing today, on this day. I realize that. So I appreciate you. So yeah, so include. Do you include him in everything? Do you ask Jesus to walk with you and talk with you when you in there cooking in the kitchen? Are you having a conversation with him? Do you include him when you're trying to make that big decision on whether you're going to quit your job or not? What bill's going to be paid tomorrow, which one's going to be paid Friday? A friend of yours asks you for advice, so you just start talking? Or do you say, wait a minute, give me a minute, I'll get back to you on that, and you go somewhere and you pray about it and ask, Lord, okay, I need you to help me word this right. Tell me what to say, what to do. Do you have him all up in your mix? Do you include him in what you do? Is he included in everything about you? From what you say to what you choose to wear that day. Is this godly? Or is this a little too hoochie? I'm just saying, I'm just being real. Do you include him in everything you do? Do you? Do you take him on and off like a coat? We use a coat when it's cold, when it's raining. When the rain stops, when the cold turns to heat, put it on the hanger and put it away till we need it again. So is that how you do the master? Do you put him on and off when you need him? Put him away when you don't? I'm just saying. I'm just posing the question. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just asking. So yeah, do we include him? Do we include him in what we do? This is our word for today. I think it's a beautiful word. I think it's food for thought. Don't you? So my challenge is not only to ask yourself, do you include him? And if the answer is no, my challenge is that you do something about that thing. You might want to get up on that. That's my new saying. I love that. You might want to get up on that. Boo-boo kitty. I love y'all, embracers and chosen vessels and family. Thank you again for coming. So this is our word. I'm going to go back and be with my family. And I'm so sorry. I apologize again for letting the day get so late. Here in California, it is 5:30. That's not what we do. But I appreciate you guys for letting me be myself, because you know I'm the caregiver of two, and you know it's rare that I get to kind of relax. Today has been a very relaxing day for me. This is rare. This is so rare. And so I thank you guys for just loving me anyway. And then when I come in, you come and you see about your girl. I appreciate you. Trust me, it doesn't go unnoticed. I love y'all, and the thing you can do about it. So enjoy your families. Enjoy your weekend. I hope life is treating you kind and continues to do so. Remember, our word is intentional. I'm sorry, is include. I said intentional. I want you to intentionally remember that our word is conclude. Hey, Navy Vet 1. Oh, so you are. Thank you for your service. Yes, I'm a military brat. My daddy was Air Force, 22 and a half years. My ex-husband was Navy. Retired. So yeah, to God be the glory. I love you. Thank you. I thank you. Yeah, for your family, automatic. You military, your family. So but I thank you guys. I encourage you to embrace your life, embrace your purpose, cherish your time. It's our rarest commodity, you guys. You don't get it back. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Don't you dare do it. God woke us up this morning, giving us another chance to get it right. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. That's right. Oh, you have something to say, Mama? My co-host, my lovely co-host here, my mother, Mama Joe. So y'all be blessed. Until next time, I might come back later on, like late at night. You know how I do, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm out with Mom, or not. I'll see what the spirits say. I'm going to be obedient. I love y'all. Anything you can do about it. Be blessed. Be blessed.